Rikiishi vs Sendo. This is one of those classic sluggerfest of a fight where you see a power puncher go against another power puncher, because it has been said many times in Anjimino Ippo that Sendo is possibly the hardest hitting featherweight, and Ricardo Martinez himself confirms that Sendo throws punches 10 over 10 out of a 10 over 10 scale. So this guy doesn't hold back, he throws every punch to destroy you. And then Rikiishi Toru, who proved his feat of being a strong puncher in a sheet and a jail clearly by knocking out 3 bulls weighing over 1,000 pounds each. So this guy, of course, is also a menace. Rikiishi has been known for fighting in the welterweight class in a sheet and a jail, while Sendo Takeshi mostly fights in the featherweight class all his life. Rikiishi Toru is 5'11" or 6 foot, and Sendo is only 5'5" or 5'6" in height. Rikiishi also has a way longer reach advantage than Sendo, known for being a mid-range fighter. He doesn't fight so close or too far, so he is definitely gonna take the jabs from Rikiishi, who can throw them from distance, and he showed it many times in a sheet and a jaw. Now, let's look at this guy's opponent. When Sendo fought against Shigeta, there was something you can take out of the fight. You can clearly see that Sendo's mentality was easily toyed with. Shigeta told him, "Is that all you got?" And Sendo went on to try to attack him. He got wide punches, he got telegraph punches, and every single person can see how Sendo's punch is gonna be before it even lands. And this is what Ricardo Martinez is currently seeing. He's just looking at those punches like they're not gonna land. And Sendo keeps being in the lotion saying, "If I can only land one, I don't mind. I'd rather take 5 shots and land mine." And the worst part is, Ricardo isn't gonna let him land one, and even if he does, he's gonna stand up, of course, because Ricardo can't take punishment too. And now Rikiishi Toru himself, you cannot play with his mentality. Despite how you try to be in the boxing ring, Rikiishi always believes in himself. Even when he was dehydrated, he fought against a veteran boxer who had 10 years professional career. Nobody wanted to smell Rikiishi in the Japanese Boxing Association because everybody was scared of him. Despite he's nerfed himself, reduced himself to a bantamweight, coming off being a welterweight. These guys didn't want no smoke with Rikiishi Toru because they knew the power in his hands. This guy, as a Filipino, he didn't know much about Rikiishi, so he got to fight Rikiishi. And despite being a power puncher, he throws so many punches on Rikiishi, he was not able to knock down Rikiishi, not even once, if I can clearly remember. And Rikiishi knocked him out by throwing a cross. Rikiishi showed what true power was. He threw some series of uppercuts and made him used to it, and then threw a straight. So Rikishi's signature move are clearly the straight and an uppercut, while Sendo uses a hook in the form of a Sendo smash. So these guys are clearly opposite in a way and very similar. Now you might tell me, Sendo's a brawler, he can also take hits too. Yeah, he can take his too, but he lost against Ippo twice. He also had a controversial decision against Vogue, where Sendo claimed the JBC belt. And then you're talking about Rikiishi Toru himself. This guy's never been defeated. He had 33 wins, 0 losses, 33 knockouts, 100% knockout rate, and was on the way to become a world champion. But in the end, he chose to fight Julia Buki. He risked it all, put his whole life, his whole health on the line, and lost it against Julia Buki. He didn't lose the fight, he knocked out Julia Buki, being the only man in history to knock out Julia Buki in his whole career. That is an incredible feat. So Rikiishi would smoke Sendo if they fought in the featherweight. Rikiishi has the resume to show it, he got the feet to show it. He fought so many veterans in his career, and Sendo is gonna be a very simple story for me to judge. I would say Rikiishi beats Sendo. He's got the height, he's got the reach, he also got power hand. Sendo doesn't hit close to Rikiishi Toru. Rikiishi is a way harder hitter than Sendo. Rikiishi Toru also takes more punishment than Sendo. Rikiishi also got a better battle IQ than Sendo. Yeah, you might say Rikiishi doesn't have a fancy footwork. He likes to end his fight in the first few rounds, first 3 rounds, first 4 rounds, he end his fight. And even after coming off a long juvenile prison sentence, Rikiishi Toru came back to boxing, fought in the featherweight, fought a veteran too, and Rikiishi won this fight in 2 rounds. He was looking sloppy at first, but he won it in 2 rounds. That is the greatness of Rikiishi. His hardest fights are, well, I say, against Joe Yabuki when he was dehydrated, and Rikiishi went on to win this fight. So Rikiishi is gonna beat Sendo. Sendo's is a dumber version of Joe Yabuki. It's a version of Joe Yabuki who didn't download completely. I always see comments of people calling him Sendom, and then I would say Sendo's very similar to Joe. He's called Rocky, he got kids, he fights in the streets, he's a brawler. But against Rikiishi Toru, all heads must bow, and even Hajimino Ippo universe. Rikiishi smokes everybody in the featherweight class in Hajimino Ippo. That is very clear. He smokes Ippo. So now let's see Ricardo Martinez in this fight. This fight versus Sendo is gonna let us analyze a lot of stuff and see if Ricardo Martinez will be exposed or not. But if Ricardo can go on to dominate Sendo quickly or destroy him with the same pace, I think he could pose a big threat to Rikiishi Toro. No lie, Ricardo is very good, very overpowered. And this is where we stop for today. Tell me your thoughts or my opinion on Rikiishi versus Sendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe for more and help me hype this video so YouTube pushes it out, because the algorithm forgets my channel very often.